I tried consistent journaling for the past 30 days. I mean, it's definitely not a new thing. People journaled in all cultures and in all ages, but I wanted to see how consistent journaling will impact my life, whether it's gonna make my mindset any better or whether it's gonna introduce any positive change to my life. As I'm interested primarily in growing a human mind, optimizing it for a better life and work, searching for ways to deal with mind limitations and mindset blocks, I was hoping that journaling will have some impact on some of these aspects. Supposedly, journaling is a great way to track your mind and organize your thoughts. I did different kinds of journaling before. I did to-do lists to organize my day. I did food journal when I was trying to lose weight, and actually that one was very successful. Scrapbooks because they were popular at the time, and existential memoirs because yeah, I was that extra. As you can see, this indeed is not my first time journaling. I tried and failed at this for my entire life. When I was a child, I saw girls journal in pretty furry notebooks, so I bought the same kind of notebooks and I journaled in them because that's what girls in the movies did. That's what my classmates did. So I thought that was pretty cool, but I failed. Then I saw entrepreneurs promote journaling. So I bought myself some sleek black notebooks just like these and I failed. Then I had on and off anxiety and depression, so I journaled sometimes, but there was no consistency to it. I journaled maybe once in 2 months. So yeah, of course I failed at that too. I didn't see the need for it. I didn't see the results. Perhaps I put just too much thought into it. I wanted to write as if I was writing a poem, pretend like I am an author of some kind of memoir. I did it because, well, isn't this poetic, extra artsy way of journaling with stickers and doodles and boxes how it should be done? No. So for the 30 days of journaling challenge, I decided to take a different approach. No plan, no ideas, no extra thinking, no extra nothing. As someone whose mind is always preoccupied with extreme amount of thoughts, I didn't want to overcomplicate things. Just the smallest journal I own and a few minutes in the morning or during the day, writing down my thoughts until I'm bored. So the hardest thing for me was consistency, sticking to the routine, sitting down every morning, and as you saw previously, consistency is not one of my strongest traits, so it was kind of a bit challenging in the beginning. On top of that, there were times when I actually didn't really know what to write, especially on good days. Actually, the first week, the first 7 days were good. My mood was good, my thoughts were good, so I didn't really know what to write at the time. You know, when you feel good, you kind of don't really need extra help. You don't really need anything to vent to. So journaling proved useless in my first week. I still did it, but then the week after, shit hit the fan. I'm sorry for the expression. One day I received a very rude rejection via email, alongside a few other generic ones, but this one particularly for some reason got to me. I haven't received this kind of email for a while now. I am currently in the process of building my own business. But overthinking is my best friend. Just like that, by the flick of the fingers, my mood shifted and I went into the extreme low. As my mood went down, I actually stopped journaling for a few days. I had to force myself to pick the journal back up again and start the consistent journaling every day. And you know, this time it was my savior. Even though I neglected it in the beginning, this was actually when I saw change. Sticking to my simple no extra method, this journal was just, you know, there is this metaphor in Russian language, I don't know if it exists in English, but basically translate as word diarrhea. And yes, sorry for another poop reference, I just can't help it in this video for some reason, but that's exactly what this journal was. This journal became an outlet for my thoughts. It became the silent friend who always listened to my negativity. And you know, at the same time, I didn't have to rant to anybody else. I didn't have to spill out any of my negative energy to anybody else and ruin their day in that way. So journal was always there. It helped me get some clarity. Now, when I sat down to write, not just in the morning, but any time of the day when I felt like I needed it, it actually helped me clear out my mind and sort through my thoughts. And you know, I think it is important to add that paper journals work the best for it because you don't have a chance to filter it out later on. You just write your thoughts on paper and they are raw, just the way they are in your head. And that's the beauty of the paper journals, because you know, when you write something on a computer, you have a chance to, you know, sort through it, to read through it, to delete something. There is no deleting this time. You are writing everything as it is, in its messiest state. So paper journals are the most helpful ones. This messy journaling really helped. See, my thoughts are not organized in my head. Why would I organize them in the journal? Why would I use all of these extra methods like bulleting the things, organizing the things, writing a poem? There was no need for that. And this natural way of expressing my thoughts was the savior. This journal is the reflection of my mind. It is the so-called dark side. It is where my thoughts are captured in this paper prison and they have nowhere else to go. They're there, left until the next time. And I don't read through them again because I just need to take them out of my head and dump them on that paper. That's it. It is like your silent friend who doesn't give an advice but listens to everything that you have to say, without any judgment, unless you judge yourself, which you totally shouldn't. And now somehow every time I write, I feel like the weight is lifted off my shoulders. 30 days of journaling definitely helped me make that a habit and turn to that option whenever I needed it. I don't do it every day now, but naturally, because I am an overthinker, I do use that option often. Journaling is definitely a great way to introduce some clarity to your mind, but it should not be forced. If you don't feel like it, it shouldn't be artsy, it shouldn't be too thoughtful, it shouldn't be anything extra. Unless this is what you want, unless you like decorating your journal or you like putting your thoughts into poetic poems. That was very poetic. What it is effortless, it is messy, it is this paper prison. It is somewhere where you can release your mind so that the negative thoughts stay there and your mind can function well throughout the entire day. You can forget about the negative thoughts and focus on what's important. Would I recommend you to do it? Yes, sure. Should it be consistent? Well, try it, see how it makes you feel. If you don't try, you would never really know, right? I think that every method of making your mind better is actually worth trying. And sometimes we don't realize that all of these things which seem familiar, because who doesn't know about journaling? Every little girl knows about journaling. Maybe you're not a girl, but you sure do know about journaling. And sometimes we don't realize that these things that were maybe, you know, a girly thing to do during childhood, or every entrepreneur recommends it, and they seem like these really weird woo things for us, you know, but these things may actually help. And if you find yourself in a place where nothing really helps at the moment, try it. It is better than doing absolutely nothing to improve yourself. But actually, if you are already watching this video, that means that you are looking for ways to improve yourself. But don't turn it into a chore. Journaling is there to make you feel at ease. Please do let me know what you think. Have you tried journaling, or have you tried any other methods to make yourself better and feel better and turn into a better human being? I would love to know, so share them in the comments and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!